Now you in trouble. Playing with my brothers. Fuck around with these bitches, boy. I swear we don't love them. Okay, my tank off the star. Scheme from my shop. The way I put that G on, but they might give me another. I can't just sit here and fuck it, let alone sit here struggle. Gotta get off my ass, get this paper. No, I love it. My women mad as a soldier. She mad a warrior. Preach the prophet, shot bomb. Bitch, I'm exploding. Let's get stupid. Damn sneaky bitch. No love, block channel spot, can't see it up. But now they big boys and keep going. To these superstars, I'm a one. What you call it, make that money rain like a faucet. All these just wanna commit adultery. I pull, she's so bad. I just want to put on, I don't play, give it out, pull it out. I see this cute bitch and she lurking, putting her toes all in the dirt and for a nigga. Hey, want me a bitch? Deepest I remember. I'm just walking, blood shorty, blood damn breeze. Talking about the move after we started breathing. Damn. On the West Coast, I got it. On the South Coast, I got it. On the East Coast, I got it. On the North Coast, I got it. Everywhere I go, I got it. Young niggas just started, bitch. Fuck. Now you in trouble. Playing with my brothers. Fuck around with these bitches, boy. I swear we don't love them up. Okay, my tank off the star. Scheme from my shop. The way I put that G on, but they might not get mad a soldier. She mad a warrior. Preach the prophet, shot bomb. Bitch, I'm exploding. Let's get it all on me. Put it all on me. I said, put it all on me. 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 And yeah, I be safe. Fuck as you think. Play my brothers. I'll beat him so bad, won't get that crash. Yeah, been too close to my brother, my adrenaline rising up. Say, little nigga, yeah, turn it up. You hang with them niggas, won't get no vibe. My name is saving, I'm so rough. See what type of man you is. Face that east on your pussy ass, yeah, get you going real quick. And we don't man, just gonna be the reason why you laying down a little bit. And everybody got their trust up in their guns with that shit. And yeah, we really feel the Lord, we ain't worried about that shit. Yeah, he wish that he could. Yeah, I wish a nigga would. Man, fuck that, we turning up, doing all in with this shit. I feel like them niggas don't give a bones at the wall with this shit. We took our oath with this shit, and I'm embedded in this shit, and I die for this shit. And this ain't brotherhood. I bite the bullet first pussy, then hop up in the blend from a position. I'm with my brother. Just wanna say no. Now you in trouble. Playing with my brothers. Fuck around with these bitches, boy. I swear we don't love them. Okay, my tank off the star. Scheme from my shop. The way I put that G on, but they might give me another one. I can't just sit here and fuck it, let alone sit here and struggle. Gotta get off my ass, get this paper. No, I love it. My women mad a soldier. She mad a warrior. Preach the prophet, shot bomb. Bitch, I'm exploding. Let's get it all on me. Put it all on me. Lay it all on me. Put it all on me.
Oh, fake love, real hate. One West, but we set apart, nigga. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that U.P.K, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know money plus years, yeah. Living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get away with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear nigga than house nigga with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me. I'm bred different. Was never one to die just bullshit. I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits. I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments freely given, never sold, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
When I saw you winding down, baby, I was like, damn, they must be playing a jam. Then I saw how you was moving it. I had to tap bro like fam. Shawty, there must be a scam. And then I saw what you was drinking on. Steady throwing to the early morning time. Sipping on Douce. She know she bad and she groovy. Then we locked eyes and I came over. Shawty so bad, got me off the sofa. I was glam body like a Coca-Cola. I asked her what's your name, she told me it was Rosa. Brown eyed skin looking like mocha. And she crazy fin, probably do yoga. But I can tell what Shawty been through. So what I gotta say is, when you see me, you ain't never gonna see another nigga the exact same way. A nigga greater than other niggas, the way they play. I know you been hurt, I've been hurt too. But just let a nigga slide through and lean on my shoulder, girl. And just know that I got you. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just know that I got you.
The bracket room is popping up, usually a homebody tonight. I'm with the I.K.M, D.A.Ram, Lamar, and them shorty pass. I'm watching her. A lot of chicks in the spot, nobody hot as her. I liked on the way more than an observation. She single modest, an opportunity. I gotta take it. A prison profit is solid practice, a lot of patience. No game playing, I promise a real conversation. No representative, what you getting all up in your vision is what the business is. Illest nigga up in the premises, you make the right decision tonight, you gon' remember this. Both had a good time because the vibe cool. So she gave up the line for me to slide through. Said she tired of disguises being like too. Well, don't sweat it, baby, I got you.
See me, you ain't never gon' see another nigga the exact same way. A nigga greater than a way they play. I know you been hurt, I've been hurt too. But just let a nigga slide through and lean on my shoulder, girl. And just know that I got you. Ooh. Just know that I got you.
get stained, work hard, then play. Bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay. You purple, you gay. Delete your ass, love fame. I'm on war, not the same. For wrong. For wrong, these people. For wrong. I try to tell these motherfuckers time and time. For wrong. Pussy ass, purple ass nigga, man. For wrong. But get your born ass right. Niggas better get their weight up, you little body bitch. Worry about a damn pay cut, you little body bitch. I ain't worried about none of these niggas, little body bitch. You that scare ass, cow ass, little body bitch. Had to fuck around, get my rank up, you little body bitch. And I'm pouring up, yeah, young nigga, and I'ma take a sip. All these niggas run down, hate, but tell them zip it lip. And you a dumb ass, scare ass, boy, little body bitch. And I ain't worried about nothing, nigga, nah, I ain't worried about shit. I got more than one, so you know nigga don't reminisce. I spit flavors on these damn beats, niggas better catch a pitch. Never knew a goddamn man be scared to represent. When you a whole ass, dirt ass, little damn body ass nigga. Get body with your damn scripture with your little body ass nigga. Nigga, I'm a true priest, true line nigga, true Zion ass nigga. And you a little boy, a little bitch ass, little body ass nigga. I got big ring, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play. Bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay. You purple, you gay. You leech ass, love fame. I won't walk, not the same. For wrong. For wrong, nigga. For wrong. I tell you, for wrong. Get your shit together, nigga. For wrong. Work. I'ma do this shit till I rock, you little body bitch. I'ma ditch your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all Zaka, you little body bitch. And I switch thing on that thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay determined like the guys, you little body bitch. And I'm stone cold like a bond, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like Dan Gabar, you little body bitch. And my aim like that Zaka, you little body bitch. Need a princess Barbara, you little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah. I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. Be right, you mad, get stained, work hard, then play. Bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, we purple, we gay, you leech ass, love fame. Hold on, I say, for wrong. For wrong. Hey, what I tell you, what I say, fuck wrong, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, pussy ass nigga. Right back at you again, Officer Shapat Dayakin. Dropping something heavy for these cowards out here. Yeah. Coming straight from 125th, 1 West, Harlem, New York. Home of the truth, nigga. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdom's ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? All day as we discuss how they don't like us. Captains on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us, watch where you stepping. Cause a scene, you gon' see how brotherhood is a weapon. Tough can protect our wrists, teach girls and kids to foulness. Call them prophetess, a priest damn near nothing without it. More than rubies, cute and understanding when describing. Virtue, love, and no lip from the daughters of Zion. Gold teeth, earrings, rings, chains, and the rings, precious metals, fabrics, emphatic stones, and everything. Trying to catch the slave, rewind what we rappers slay. Lost in parables and scripture breakdowns, terrible. Yasha Allah, Prince of the power, we are the Jews. God on earth, you can see it by watching all our moves. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha?
It's 1 West, 1 2 5th. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building. This is 1 West, 1 2 5th. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. Beards, braids, and boots, even though I got a bald head, long nose. Fill that bitch with bald heads, all prank. Tissue pulling out that boy's head. Shit's chopped, looking like a bulls at a street fight, 2 hands faster than the Honda. You don't want no problems, roll up on you like Blanca. 1 West, that's the mantra. Red hairband with a spray gun like Contra. Check your attitude, the gear stretch, longitude, the latitude. Come on. I'm a priest, bitch, so some fucking gratitude. Could tell I'm 1 West by the way I walk, way I talk. 125th straight New York. All of nigga. And I'ma rep it to the death of me. I die for the guy on the right or the left of me. You turn into beast mode, I turn into priest mode. Get to knocking niggas out like Craig for thinking they default. It's 1 West, 1 2 5th. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building. This is 1 West, 1 2 5th. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. Hardcore, men at war. I just follow Captain Yachty, with him I go. I might lose my shit, for him I blow and get the picking niggas off through that one eye scope. We got a garment down to the foot, girdle around the paps, not a scuff on the boot. Yeah. You niggas try and look tough and look cute while we rock rough and stuff until you're stuffing loose. Been held back too long, now we busting loose, breaking down the barriers, this destructive truth. I was talking to a dumb nigga rhyme and he said we the Israelites, that's no denying. I said yeah, but you ain't in compliance, you trying to be Kyrie, I'm trying to be General Muhammad. That's right. It make me wanna break a nigga's spine and do what a doc can't even fucking realign him. I get a nigga to get a nigga on consignment. It's 1 West, 1 2 5th. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building. This is 1 West, 1 2 5th. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. They let the priests in the building, nigga. This the truth, this the home. Home of the truth. When niggas ain't gotta roam. Yeah. When niggas ain't gotta die alone. Put a nigga on both sides, you ain't gotta die alone. Be like, that nigga deader than a motherfucker. I brought my sword back wetter than a motherfucker. Fuck the turtles. I'm shredded like a motherfucker in this gym trying to get shredded like a motherfucker. The loose can and the firebomb, everything on this gun custom like a Diawana, Paula Wanyala, the Kwa, Razan, the Mafia, Yahaja, Malakati, Yaganan. Let's go! They let the priests in the building, nigga, waking up on people. Even when we chillin', nigga, fuck them fake camps, better get with the realer niggas. For Christ come back and say, kill them niggas!
But the real answer to your question is that when it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. And that I can't do.
Jumped off the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Jumped off the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart.
From a West world to street sharks. Niggas will take your name, but niggas can't take your heart. Niggas will backdoor you and try to steal your part. We not affiliated with you, we set apart. We never hard to find, we always outside. In them deep waters, where them sharks reside. In them valleys and trenches, ain't no love, ain't no friendships. And when you switch sides, yeah, that pain gon' be endless. Fuck you gon' do with us, 762 to real life apart. Jumped in the deep, but it can't with us. The real from the fake, we show them apart. Copy but don't get the same result. Stay in your lane, just playing your part, it's levels. You wasn't here from the start, you better off just being yourself.
Jumped off the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Jumped off the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart.
Come to the deep end, yeah, where it's dark. G lock like a pit, but a wound like a shark. Black tips on the 5-7 looking like darts. We are not the same, you can tell us apart. Let me slow the flow down, come on, let's walk. Change the whole game, let's talk. Look at it now, then look at the start. Look at me now, so why would you start? Swing on me over bars, I slide on them, but this ain't a walk in the park. Catch my shotgun in his will, I bet you I'm sawing it off. Nigga, I'm an Israelite and a gangster, so do not compare me to y'all. You can lose an ear over one to mine, compare me to Peter, that's all. The smaller you are, the farther you thrown. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. Listen for what? You ain't accomplished what you telling me to do. These niggas is
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cages, safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
look, ain't no
remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Just is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a
All right, check, check, check. Clap it up, clap it up. All right. You know what I'm saying? Priest and Officer Abraham of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street, under Commanding General Yohana, the rightful leader of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is, once again, the Thursday Scripture Breakdown class where that you may have concerning the Bible, concerning the biblical text, concerning life, concerning anything that may intrigue your mind that you want to find a biblical answer for. This is the Thursday Scripture Breakdown class. Joining me tonight from an undisclosed location, from the cave of nowhere in the abyss of nothingness, is Priest and Officer 1000 N.W.O. Clap it up. You understand? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you again. Tawada for joining in, for helping me out with this class. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down when I'm not here. You understand? The brother is just a pillar in this truth, helping us raise up Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in this, Charlotte, Triad, whatever area. You understand? All over the world. So we're going to get straight into it tonight. Again, you can type in all your questions in the chat, and we'll answer those questions for you. You understand? We'll get the biblical answer for you. We'll go into the scriptures, and we won't give you what we think our opinion is, or we won't give you what, our philosophy or what we may think the answer is. We'll tell you what the Lord says. We'll go in the Bible and pull these scriptures out, and we'll make it known clearly what the Lord says about any situation, any question that you may have. Again, this is the Thursday Scripture Breakdown class, K out of War. We're going to go ahead and get it. Zephaniah 2:1. The most important, one of the most important scriptures, not all of it's important, Salakia. All the scriptures are important, but you know what I'm saying, for this time that we're living in today, with all the things that's happening in the world, all the things that's happening in our society, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians must come together and be a nation again, man. So these things, be a nation again and turn back to our power. That's our protection. That's going to be our I guess wall that is blocking us from the oppression, blocking us from being misled, blocking us from all the idol worship and all these philosophies. You understand? Turning back to the Most High is the most important thing for this nation, for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to, number one, regain our nation and our land. Also, to prevent us from suffering the punishments of the Most High that we suffer in this society, in this place. You understand? Under the hands of our oppressors, not only just Caucasians, but all the other heathen nations that we suffer under. We suffer under the Chinese, under the Asians, with all these, restaurants in our neighborhoods, sucking our money, sucking the resources out of the black community and putting it into theirs. We suffer under these East Indian nations, where again all like the convenience stores we go into is run by them, and we have to suffer under all we turn around and we still go vote, and we think that has something to do with our freedom and our equality here in this place. We think that, because we go vote and because we join ourselves to America and the system in America, we think that we can, overcome, and we think that we can, gain some kind of equality and some kind of fair treatment here in America, when there's no equality, man. I'm gonna prove to you tonight that there's no equality, and God says there's no equality, man. You understand? Who are we? Who are we, such finite individuals, to try to displace and try to prove God wrong? And we try to search for the things that he says we'll never have. You understand? We'll never have peace with these other heathen nations, man. You'll never be able to live along side by side with your oppressor. You'll never be able to join his system and we all get our piece of the American pie. You'll never be able to have that. I don't understand how the Lord can say something and make it and write it down in this book called the Bible, and we go against it. You understand? And we try to make the Lord out to be a liar and say he separated the nations, and we say, nah, all nations can live together in peace and harmony. You understand? He said, don't join these other nations and don't follow their ways. And we turn around and say, oh, there's nothing wrong with trunk or treat. There's nothing wrong with Christmas. There's nothing wrong with celebrating your birthday. There's nothing wrong with celebrating 4th of July. It's just a day. The Lord tell us not to eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. And we say, oh, no, it's the other white meat. You understand? These are delicacies. These ain't nothing wrong with a little scallops and a little crab boil. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And the Lord tell us what not to do, and then he punishes us, and then our Christian pastors say, well, that's an unfortunate thing that happened. You got to pray on it. You got to take it to the Lord in prayer. He doesn't tell us the truth about, hey, you're suffering these things under the hands of the oppressor because of your sin and your rebellion against the Lord. You understand? If you could, Cal, will read that for us.
Come, the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Gather yourselves together, Old nation not desired. You understand? Now, what nation on the earth is not desired? What people on the earth is not desired? No matter what we do, this has to describe blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. No matter what we do, we still not desired in this place. We can give the oppressor in this world all the innovations. We give them all the conveniences of their lifestyle. You understand? We the ones that came up with the stoplight so people wouldn't crash their carriages and vehicles alongside the road. We're the ones that came up with all the style and innovation in this place. We the ones that came up with saggy pants. You understand? Even though we don't promote that kind of hair, we the ones that came up with it. We came up with the hip hop. We came up with rap and jazz music. We came up with all the entertainment and singing and dancing and entertainment. And we came up with the refrigerator, man, the cell phone, the fiber optic cables. We came up with all of that stuff. We came up with the cotton gin. We came up with the open heart surgery. We did that. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we're responsible for every innovation here in America and all over the world, man. These oppressors wasn't trying to make their jobs easier. Why? Because they had us as slaves. We were their slaves. And so in the attempt of making our slavery easier, you understand, we invented all these things. We invented, all types of the gas, the petroleum. We did that. You understand? We did that. Every innovation in America, we came out with it. We invented it. You understand? And the oppressor nation takes credit for it and then turns around and calls us, the criminals. You understand? You understand? Donald Trump said that the black jobs are being taken away. What does he mean? What does he mean, black jobs? You understand? Shouldn't it be all jobs? Isn't that what Martin Luther King was fighting for? Was equality and the Civil Rights Act that was going to give equal rights to every job in America for blacks? Wasn't he fighting for that? So why Donald Trump coming out and saying, black jobs are being taken? The Hispanics are taking black jobs. You understand? When the sun hates the heathens, man, the sun hates the so-called Caucasian man. So he ain't out trying to pick no strawberries and do what and construction and do what the Hispanics are doing. You understand? It's always the oppressor's job to pit us against one another. We're the nation not desired. And when you look at these other nations, man, look at the East Indians, look at the foreigners, look at the Pakistanis, look at all other these heathen nations except for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Look at all these other nations that once they come over here, they get refuge over here. They get loans, they get assistance, they get jobs, they get education. You understand? The last time I checked out of war, America hated the so-called East Indians. They bombed Iraq into the ground. They bombed Iraq to piss, searching for those weapons of mass destruction, man. They bombed Syria. They bombed all these East Indian nations, man. They bombed all of them. Yemen is still fighting in war right now. You understand? Iraq and Iran is against America. Yet and still, all the Punjabis and the East Indians get to come over here and get loans and own 7-Eleven stores and own beauty salons and all of that. The last time I checked K.O.W, America had something against China, man. America had something against China because China and North Korea, you understand? America had something against them because China is doing all kind of things that go against, you know, American interests. North Korea is popping off missiles and bolstering itself up against America all the time. Yet still you see the Koreans, you see all the Asians come over here and set up nail and what you call them places that do your hair and your nails? What do they call? Salakia. A spa, a salon, a spa place or whatever. Nail salons. They come over here and they set them up, man. They set them up and they get to thrive over here. But America hates them. They say so. You understand? That ought to go to show you that America can hate a people and openly hate a people that are not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, but still let them thrive here in America. But you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are undesired, man. You are undesired. And we have done nothing in this place but try and try and try and try and try and try again to just get equality. Did not get unalived unjustly here in this place. That's all we try to do. All we try to do is get some type of sanctity here in America. Some type of you know, what is it? Some type of equal playing field, equal playing ground here in America. We tried. We saluted the flag. We fought and died in every war and won it for America. You understand? We won the American Revolution. We won, we fought in the Korean War. We fought in every American exploit. We were there. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians giving our blood, sweat, and tears for this place. And yet we are still undesired. And it's that way because the Lord wants it that way. You understand? We are trying to go against the plan of the Most High by trying to be equals, man. By trying to be on the same even playing field with the oppressor. And I'm gonna show you first of all, you understand, go to Habakkuk 2:12, and then we're gonna get equality, man. We're gonna get equality. Go to Habakkuk.
If I may, real quick, and all these other nations, they steal everything that we do, right? I don't know if you've seen, sir, where they had a terrible display at the Olympics of breakdancing.
Oh, come on, bring it out, K.O.W.
Horrible. Oh, Sly, you was going into that, Salah?
No, brother, you got it, man. Hey, bring it out. We'll talk about it real quick.
That was a terrible. They tried to make breakdancing an Olympic sport when they know exactly who made up breakdance, who came out with it. And they was had a negative opinion about it when we first started doing it back in the 80s when the whole hip hop movement came about. They came out and made it breakdancing an Olympic sport. I think they took it away, but I watched a little bit of it and it was just terrible. They try to jack our style, try to steal everything that we do and make a profit off of what we do.
Hey, and guess what, K.O.W? Not one black, Hispanic, or Native Indian was breakdancing. If I'm not mistaken, it was all Asians, man.
Yeah.
A bunch of heathens, man.
Yeah.
A bunch of heathens, and that's I I don't, and we'll bring that out too, man. You know what I'm saying? We try to give this oppressor our style, and he just grinds us to piss more and more in this place. You understand? We try to give him gifts of where how he can profit. You remember K.I.W.O when rap was coming out, when rap was first hitting the scene. Well, I remember Salakia as a little bitty boy, when rap was first coming out and it was becoming mainstream, and all the heathens was like, we can't understand what they're saying. We can never understand what they're saying. And they wanted to kill off rap when rap was busting through the scenes, man. And then and rap used to be about having fun and hey man, we can party better than you. You know what I'm saying? That's what rap was about, was unity and coming together, man. The so-called heathen got a hold of rap and turned it into gangster rap. Turned it into promoting violence and black on black crime. You understand? That's what they turned it into, because music is very influential, man. Music will influence. Music makes you feel a certain way. Music has a vibe to it that that's what everybody does before they hype themselves up. Those sports guys, before they go on and play them sports, they listening to their favorite, they vibing out to their song that they gonna go, that now they hype them up to go do what they doing. You understand? Because music is very influential, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are very influential on this planet, man. Go ahead, read that for me, K.I.W.O, Habakkuk 2:12.
Comes the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to these you understand, these heathens that establishes their places, their towns with bloodshed, man. And that's how every city in America was established. It's with the bloodshed of the Native Indians who they wiped off of the land to build their skyscrapers, to build their buildings and their monuments to Rome. You understand? That big old obelisk that you pass going up to DC, it's an obelisk that's from Egypt, man. You understand? Every courthouse you go into looks like a Roman structure with the pillars in front. That's straight out of Rome, man. That's straight out of Rome. Every football and every football stadium you go into right now is an oval, just like the Colosseums in Rome. You understand? And this place is built on blood. America's cities wasn't built on brotherly love and how they claimed, in Philadelphia and all that. It was built off the backs of slaves, man. And slavery is not that far gone. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, we are so drunken with Christianity and trying to be a part of this place that we forget how this place was won. We forget how the extreme bloodshed that was shed by blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians for just trying to give the oppressor what he wanted, man. You understand? Christopher Columbus said something real sinister in his memoirs, and I'm paraphrasing. You can look it up. Christopher Columbus said the Native Indians were so peaceable that they would have to make good slaves. They would have to make slaves. Meaning the Native Indians didn't put up any fight, so much and so they were so willing to be at peace with Christopher Columbus and his men, he said they would have to be slaves. Like almost like we wouldn't be right in the head if we didn't make them slaves. And now bring it all the way up to today. We still slaves here in America. We still oppressed here in America. And Donald Trump wants to make America great again. A convicted felon. You understand? Like, this place is so unfair to us, right in front of our face. Right in front of our face. And we do nothing about it. And what I mean by do nothing about it is that we don't turn from Christianity. We don't turn from democracy. We don't try to separate ourselves from this oppressive society. And because the chains and the shackles are off of our hands and our feet, they're put on our mind, we don't even see it. We're oblivious to it. We sleep. We don't even know what's going on. So read it from the top again, I.S.U.P.K, Bible Kushah.
John Khan's book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. Behold, it is not of the Most High of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire.
It's not the Most High's will that we labor in this oppression, man. You understand? It ain't the Most High's will that our sisters gotta get up every morning and punch a clock. Brothers gotta overachieve just to succeed. That's not God's will that we labor in this fire. You understand? That we work and toil like we have to do. It's not God's will. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Behold, it is not of the Most High of hosts that the people shall labor in the very fire. And people shall weary themselves for very vanity.
And it's not his will that we have to worry ourselves for the very vanity. What that means? For nothing. We have to. I'm gonna tell you how blacks, Hispanics worry about nothing. We worry about how the bills gonna get paid. That's like the oppressor. He worries that he can't go on vacation this week. That's the difference between blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and the rest of these nations. We worry about, how the light bill gonna get paid, how the mortgage gonna get paid this month, where the kids gonna get the clothes from. You understand? But the oppressor, he worries about, I'm so upset I can't take the flight to Paris this week. Like the things that worry him and his people, you understand? We live in a totally different world, man. You understand? We live in a totally different world. And now I.S.U.P.K, go to Ezekiel 8:18 and 25. Go to Ezekiel 18 and 25. And I'm gonna tell you why. We live in a different world than the oppressors and these other nations, because we're not equal. The Lord made it. The Lord made us not equal, man. And the oppressor knows. The oppressor knows that there can't be equality. He knows that there has to be somebody on top and somebody on the bottom. He makes it so that his people are on top and our people on the bottom, because somebody got to be on the bottom. And what he decided was the oppressor and these other nations decided that they're not going to be on the bottom. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are are gullible into accepting the crumbs that these other nations give us. We accept the crumbs that fall from his table. You understand? No one wants to suffer. No one wants to say, you know what? I'd rather starve than not to eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. I'd rather go without than to sin against the power of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The fear of the Lord is not in us at all. At all. We don't fear God. We don't fear the punishments that come from the Most High if we don't do what he says. We think that, oh, I just live my life to the best of my ability and do right by everybody and the best I can and you know, I'ma just live a good life. When that's not how it works, man. That's not how it works for you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You can't just be, you know, you can't just be nice to people and you think you're gonna live a good life. The Lord ain't designed it that way. You understand? And once you come to the realization that the Lord ain't designed it for you just to be nice to people and live a good life, we'll be better off, man.
Right.
We'll be better off because we'll understand that the Lord has commandments for us to follow, and when we don't follow them, we punished. And then we got to understand what punishment is. You understand? We don't think that heart attack was punishment. We don't think that stroke was punishment. We don't think that car accident was punishment. We don't think that you know the things that happened, that your house being knocked down by a hurricane. Just had Hurricane Debbie come through and tear stuff plumb up. Now that ain't a punishment. They even call it an act of God. The insurances call hurricanes and tornadoes acts of God. So how you think? Okay, if a tornado comes, N.W.O, and rips the earth to shreds, a hurricane comes and batters up the coast, floods out everybody's house. That's an act of God. How in the hell do we learn in the Christian church that God is love? How the hell do we do it? That's how that show you how asleep we are, man.
Right.
That's show you how oblivious and dead to the world we are.
That's right.
It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous to think that, oh, this avalanche, this hailstorm, this wildfire. Now they got wildfires over there in the West Coast. And that's an act of God. But yet and still, in the Christian church, Jesus is love, love and love. What? It doesn't even make any sense, man. We so gullible and we so just aloof with all this Christianity that's oozing through the goddamn walls that we don't even see danger, man. We don't even see the Lord warning us to get things together. You got some N.W.O?
Yeah, if I could real quick and all. I believe I'm correct on this. I might be incorrect, but I believe I'm correct where this country, America, is the only country on the planet that gets tornadoes. I don't know if because of the Arctic air coming from the Alaska, Canada area and the Gulf of Mexico, warm air meets each other and creates all these tornadoes that rip through the middle of this nation called America. I believe it's the only nation that receives tornadoes, and no tornadoes go through the hood. It's a lot.
Right. That's profound. That is outstanding.
Right.
I'm going to clap it up for you.
Both sides corrupt.
You know what I'm saying? Brother, that is heavy. That is heavy. That only tornadoes touch down in America. if I ain't mistaken, K.I.W.O, and I don't, I may be wrong as well, but when you look at BBC News, I try to look at world news, and I try to look at what's going on in the world, and those wildfires don't hit Europe and Scotland and Ireland like they do here in America.
Right.
Them wildfires, they don't hit them. They don't hit these other continents like they do here in America, man. Like here in America, the Lord make the sun beam down on one spot and boom, start a wildfire. Or he allows some cigarette butt to burn down 50 acres, 150 acres, man. They can't stop the fire. The fire department can't stop fires.
Right.
Because the Lord make them burn out of control, man.
And they deal with it every single year. It's not a year.
Every year. Right. Every year. They call it fire season.
Yeah.
You understand? They got a name for it where look, we know it's gonna be fires. They call it tornado season.
Yeah.
They call it hurricane season.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. If you are in the Christian church and you and I ain't gonna, let me rephrase it. If you are out there and you're thinking that, America is great and we gotta vote and Donald Trump is getting ahead in the polls and blah blah this and that and the third and the only way we're gonna get out of this situation is to go vote and go do things that benefit us in America's system. The only way you're gonna be able to even well, I don't know why you think that in the first place, but you're gonna be you should really take a gander, a second evaluation of how you think about this place and the system that you're joining yourself to. Really think about the results of how this place is treating us and how we have been fighting for certain rights and certain privileges here in America for so long, and we still get none of it. Right. We get none of it with every candidate, with every governor, every mayor, every summit, and every political council, every so-called talk about what is the problems in Black America. All that talk and all that voting and all that joining to America, what has come of it? What has come of it? Another George Floyd, man.
Right.
Another Sonia Massey.
Right.
Another Tamir Rice. Another Philando Castile. Another Eric Garner. I mean, the list goes on and on. Yeah. This place is so hopeless for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Who else can you turn to but the nigga God and the I.S.U.P.K? Who else can you? Who else can? What else? What else do we have? What else do we have, man? Come on, K.I.W.O, read that scripture for me.
Come, it's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 18 and verse 25. Yet ye say, the way of the Most High is not equal.
What?
Hear ye say, select. Yet ye say, the way of the Most High is not equal.
Man, the way of the Most High is not equal. Who are you in your finite mind to think that you can get equality here, that you will be your black skin will be treated fairly. Who are you? The Lord made the tornadoes, right? I.S.U.P.K.
Come.
The Lord made the hurricanes, right?
Come.
So now the Lord is saying that, now Ezekiel is saying that the way of the Lord is not equal. Keep reading.
Hear now, O house of Israel.
Of who?
Of Israel.
O house of, hear now, the Jews. The house of Israel are the Jews. So now, the problem with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is we don't consider ourselves Jews.
Right.
So just understand, to take black people out of it. The Lord is saying in the Bible to the Jews that Ezekiel, which was a prophet of the Lord, he's saying that the Lord's way is not equal. So if the Lord's way, if the Lord is saying to the Jews that his way is not equal, and what does that mean? That means that the Lord is not a God of equality.
Right.
You understand? Even in preferring the children of Israel and making them the chosen people over all the rest of the people, that's not equal.
Right.
So if the Lord is not equal, and you can clearly see that this place is not equal, then hey man, you gotta make the assumption that life here is not equal. How can you come to any other conclusion? What America are the ones that's going to go against the Lord and have equality? The Lord is saying to the Jews that there's no equality, that he's not equal. We'll say here in America, in God we trust, right? It's on the back of our money. So if God is saying in the Bible that to the Jews that his way is not equal, and we trust in the God of the Jews, then we got to understand that this place ain't equal. It's the only conclusion that you can make. Keep going, I.S.U.P.K.
Come. It's not my way equal.
Mm-hmm.
Are not your ways unequal?
So the Lord is saying is how you saying my way is equal? Is not my way equal when your ways are unequal? You are unequal.
Yeah.
You understand? The Lord made all of us, and we're not equal. We're not equal to each other. You understand? I'm not equal to my kids. You understand? I'm not equal to my wife. My boss is not equal to me. You understand? The cops are not equal to me. So how, if everything has a ranking system and the earth has an order, how can you understand? How can you possibly think that you can get equality? If everything is unequal here in this place, how does a woman think she's equal to a man? If everything is unequal here in this place, how do men think that we can get equality from this society? Let me tell you something. Christianity is a hell of a drug. And when you align yourself with the ideologies of Christianity, whether you claim to be a Christian or not, you living in a dream world. You living in a fantasy land. You living in an imaginary world of your own that you exist in and everybody else don't exist in it. The bad part about it is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we all live in this imaginary world. We all think that we can get equality and through America's system, and America puts this voting system and democracy. Democracy is an idea of equality. Democracy states that, look, you have a vote. You have an equal say so here in America. That's what democracy says. Democracy says that everybody's opinion counts, and we're going to take the consensus of the masses and we're going to put that into action. That's why we vote as a group of people here in America. There's people to align ourselves with, and we get a choice of who to align ourselves with. And the person that gets the most votes on who we align ourselves with, that's the person who we give the power to. And even that system ain't equal. We still giving power to a person that the majority prefers, and the system don't even work that way. The system don't even give the power to the one that wins the popular vote. When Donald Trump first ran for president, he ran against Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton got the popular vote, but Donald Trump still became the president. And it's so sad. It's so sad, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, when we sit here in the I.S.U.P.K. and we implore you, we beseech you all the time to leave this ideology of this fake place. Leave it and wake up to the truth. We beseech you every weekend, every chance, on social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Zitter, Zigzag, Knick-Knack, Ghost Note, every platform we could possibly get, even the platform called a Podium, man. We on every social media. We on, what's the new one out? It's a new one out. It's a new one out. What's the one? Twitter is the one where your joint disappear, ain't it? Snapchat. That's the one. We snapping it. We doing it all. We doing Snapchat and everything, man. And what's still going on? People still going in that Christian church getting bamboozled by that nasty, disgusting, money grubbing, Learjet flying, BMW driving, suit wearing, pinky ring having, gator shoe having, wearing Christian pastor, the charlatan that's conning you out of your money every Sunday. We still believing and trusting in that. Saying, the Lord's gonna make a way somehow. Hishikashi tashi. We still doing that crazy mess, man. And to these other nations, we look like buffoons. We look like buffoons, monkeys out here, man. And I see this behavior going on all the time, and it vexes me in my spirit. It vexes every brother in the I.S.U.P.K. that we conform to such coonery, man. Such coonery that we conform ourselves to here in America. It's so funny. It's comical. Did you see that commercial during the Olympics? N.W.O. that was a song. It was a Christian song, and the Christian song was Joy, and they was playing it, and they was looking at all the Olympic athletes, and they was like joy, 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 and they took a Christian song that's supposed to be talking about, the joy of the Lord and how the Lord make you happy. And they made it a joke, man. They made Christianity a joke. And we still think that the Lord is in the Christian church. Salakia. We on verse 26, right?
Come.
Read verse 26 again.
Comes book of Ezekiel, chapter 18 and verse 26. When a righteous man turneth away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity and dieth in them, for his iniquity that he hath done shall he die. Verse 27. Again, when the wicked man turneth away from his wickedness that he hath committed, and doeth that which is lawful and right, he shall save his soul alive.
That's right. You understand? When a man turns away from the wicked things that he does and start to do righteous,
Salaki, you muted, sir. Salaki.
what happens when you start to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, you start to live with them. You understand? Go ahead, keep going, Calvin.
Verse 28. Because he considereth and turneth away from all his transgressions that he hath committed.
You got to turn away from your transgressions, man.
Right.
You understand? And transgression, sin is the transgression of the law. You understand? That law that says you can't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. That's transgression. That law that says you can't vote. You can't vote. What does it look like you voting for, you joining yourself to a system here in America that involves you going and placing your ballot for some candidate or whatever, and that candidate is not of your brethren, and the Most High never instructed us to even participate in that vote, man. You understand? Christ is our king.
Right.
And we'll get up in that Christian church and we'll say all the time that Christ is our king. Oh, he's the king of the Jews. He's a king. And then you'll turn around and you will set another man from another nation up over you. You'll set him up over you. You'll set Joe Biden up over you. You will set Donald Trump up over you. You will try to set Kamala Harris up over you. When Christ's supposed to be our king, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we supposed to be following Christ. We supposed to be under Christ, man. And until Christ gets back, Commander General Yohana is the leader of this nation. Just like until Christ came, Moses, while Christ wasn't here, Moses was the leader. You understand? Moses and all the prophets that came after him, all the way up to John the Baptist, that was the high priest at the time until Christ came, and Christ was took the work up from him, and he was supposed to give up that seat, and he didn't. You understand? You understand? When until Christ comes back, the Lord is with the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General Yohana. And the problem, what's so intriguing about the whole thing is, why can't the Lord, why does the Lord have to be dealing with every Christian church on the planet? The Lord has to choose, the Lord has to be with someone, because we just reading there's no equality. There's no equality. Ain't nobody equal. So the Lord has to choose somebody to be dealing with. The Lord can't be dealing with everybody. You understand? And when every Christian church is saying something different, no matter, everywhere you go, every Christian church is saying something different. So how can the Lord be everywhere? In every Christian church? In all your Christian churches? That's what you're saying? Of course, everybody that go to a Christian church would say the Lord is in their Christian church. The Lord can't be with every Christian church. That's insane. That's going against what he said.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep going. Read to the end of verse 29.
Come. Verse 29. Yet saith the house of Israel, the way of the Most High is not equal. O house of Israel, are not my ways equal? Are not your ways unequal?
And look, it's saying it over and over from verse 25 through verse 29. You're reading that the Most High is not equal. You understand? And when you transgress against the Lord, you're going to suffer the punishments of the Lord. But if you turn from your transgressions, then, you know what I'm saying, you escape the punishment of the Lord. You're on the Lord's side again. You understand? So the Lord is not an equality, a God of equality.
Right.
You understand? You don't serve a God that wants to put everybody in power. You serve a power. You understand? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have a God that wants to only put us in power, only put blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in power. That's the God. That's the power that we serve. You understand? That's that God in the Bible. You understand? And the good news about it, of course, it's bad news to the Christians. The Christians are such good slaves that they don't want power. The Christians, black Christians in the black Christian church want an oppressor over them. They want the Caucasians over them, man. Because why? How do I know? Because they accept the Caucasian religion. Christianity is a religion of the Caucasians, man.
Right.
Starting with the Romans and the Renaissance. You understand? Christianity and the whole idea. Look at the God of Christianity. Look at that artwork of Christianity. They Christians depict the Most High as big old white hands, big old Caucasian hands coming out of the clouds. That's who the Most High is to Caucasians. Big old Caucasian hands coming out of the clouds. Who is Christ to the Caucasians? A Caucasian man. You understand? The Caucasians have a Caucasian God, which is only right. You understand? However, when you read these scriptures in that Bible, you find out that the same God that the Caucasians is saying that they worship, you find out that he's a black man. Right. You understand? The same Christ that the Caucasians say they worship in the Bible is the nigger God. He's the Christ is the king of the niggers.
Right.
Of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The true identity of Christ is a black man.
Right.
So now you got to understand that the one who these heathens say they worship, it's a black man. So now what you supposed to do with that information? Black man, is you supposed to now make the deductive reasoning that, hey, the Most High, Christ, is a black man. So now I gotta now think of a different way about Christ. And Christ never said, "Let there be peace on earth." You understand? Christ ain't never said that. Now, Salaki. You wanna chime in, I.S.U.P.K?
It's like I had a thought that crossed my mind. It might come back to me here in a second.
Mm-hmm. No sweat.
If I may, just real quick, as you was alluded to a little earlier about how all these other nations could care less about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. There's a lot of history that happened, like the young sister Latasha Harlan, that got unalived by the Korean lady.
Right.
She was accused of stealing a $2 orange juice, and that happened in the early '90s, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
So many different cases of how a non-black, Hispanic, or Native Indian has mistreated us, and we just sweep it under the rug. You know what I mean? Because of religion, because of Christianity. Christianity turn the other cheek. Like, let bygones be bygones. And it's kind of like we here in this nation, it's kind of like we just accept getting beat up. Like we got our behind whipped and we just accept it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But right now, you know what I mean, we see that the Lord done put men in place to wake our people up. And we're not gonna keep taking it, man. We're not gonna just accept defeat. We're gonna be victorious no matter what, because we got the Lord on our side. Because we gonna his law, statutes, and commandments. We got the Lord on our side. Right. It's locky.
No sweat, Khan. That's right, brother. That's for sure right. You understand? And in the I.S.U.P.K, under Commanding General Yohana, we practice these righteous acts, man. We practice, we put into life, we put into our life that we have to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments in order for Christ to come back and we could be in rulership again. You understand? Like, our oppressor knows he knows what it is to have the whole society geared towards him. He knows how it is. He knows how it feels to have, to not have a care in the world, to have a people up under beneath him, and to have laws created for his benefit, to have a person in power that's looking after his best interests. You understand? Like, we blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we so used to getting the short end of the stick so much to where when we go to these polls and we vote, we say, well, we gotta vote for the lesser of two evils. You understand? Like, we know both of these, all the candidates are evil, but we gotta pick the one who's going to be the least evil to us. And that's oppression. I mean, that's oppression on a level, on a psychological level that we don't need, that's unheard of. That's unheard of, man.
And Salaki, with this election coming, I got a short. I don't know if you've seen it, sir, with Kamala Harris talking about the power of her pen. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
Bring it out.
If I could,
tell us about it
real quick. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Kamala Harris is a presidential candidate. I got her speaking on how she basically just be playing with people's lives with her pen, because at the time she was a district attorney or prosecutor or something like that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up here in 1 second. We're gonna show the people right now who you should not go out and vote at all, but who people gonna go out and vote for anyhow.
And while you pulling that up, I.S.U.P.K, man, let me say this. Kamala Harris was a DA. She was a DA, and just to show you how evil and wicked the oppressor is, the oppressor puts this. It has this position called a DA. The DA is the district attorney, and she brings the state's cases and tries them. But what it is, she's a lawyer that's already predisposed to take the state side and to present evidence that shows that this person is guilty, whether she feels that the person is guilty or not. You understand? Like there's no fair trial with the DA. The DA comes in to convict you. That's what that position is there for. That position is there where she has to exclude all the evidence that exonerates the person on trial, and she leaves it up to the plaintiff defense, the defense attorney, to come up with this information. You understand? She leaves it up to them, and the amount of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that Kamala Harris put away while she was a DA got her in the position to be a political power that she is today. That's what she piggybacks off of. She piggybacks off of being black, which she's not. And while she was a DA, she put away, hundreds and thousands of black people. She oppressed black people with her power to put them away. You understand? And I'm pretty sure that there was cases that came across that desk of hers where she knew that this brother or this sister was innocent. She knew they was innocent, but it was her job to find the loophole in the evidence that will only present them people guilty. How can you conform and think that you got equality in America under a system like that, under an oppressive system like that, where it's supposed to be everybody is presumed innocent until they're proven guilty? But Kamala Harris, the position itself is to assume that every case that comes across her desk is guilty until proven innocent. You understand? It's the exact opposite. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. That's supposed to be the mindset of the lawyers of the whole court system. But you got the DA that their job is to presume you guilty first before you're proven innocent. And that system right there, brothers and sisters, ought to show you that you're in an oppressive society that wants to oppress you even more, man. Just in that ideology alone with the DA. You understand? The DA in all these cities is just there to present the state's case to prove you guilty, whether they think you're guilty or not.
That's how they get paid.
And that's how they get paid. That's how they make their money. So Kamala Harris is just another identity theft, identity thief that's assuming the identity of a sister in order to oppress black people, in order to oppress the nation of Israel, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Go ahead, brother. If you got it.
Come. 1 second.
Now you can go teach and guide and help and give counsel and console.
You understand? We're gonna show you in the Bible.
They go right ahead.
All right.
You know, the power I have as a prosecutor is that with a swipe of my pen, I can charge someone with a misdemeanor, the lowest level offense possible. And by virtue of that swipe of my pen, you will have to go to a courthouse and stand in line. You will have to come out of pocket and hire an attorney. You may get arrested for a few hours. You will be embarrassed in your community. You will miss time from coming onto the Google campus, all because with the swipe of my pen, I've charged you with a crime, which I may choose to dismiss 2 weeks later. It's an incredible amount of power. You know, the power I have.
Yeah, hey, so I don't know who.
Yes, please tell us what she just said, N.W.O.
If I could please play it again real quick.
Yeah, play it again, brother.
As a prosecutor, is that with a swipe of my pen, I can charge someone with a misdemeanor, the lowest level offense possible. And by virtue of that swipe of my pen, you will have to go to a courthouse and stand in line. You will have to come out of pocket and hire an attorney. You may get arrested for a few hours. You will be embarrassed in your community. You will miss time from coming onto the Google campus, all because with the swipe of my pen, I've charged you with a crime, which I may choose to dismiss 2 weeks later. It's an incredible amount of power.
And Salaki,
Wow.
power that she should not have, or,
Right.
or they should not have over us. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that, like how she just saying right now, like she could be an inconvenience if she wants to any brother or sister. If she wants to be an inconvenience, she could do it.
Exactly. She said with the swipe of her pen, she could charge you with a low level offense, a misdemeanor, and she can cause you to miss time from work. She can cause you to have to go downtown and stand in lines. She can cause you to be embarrassed in your community. Man, like that right there is evil and wicked on a level, man. It's evil and wicked on a level that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians we really don't understand. We really don't, because we think that here in America, when a person gets in a position like that they must be a good person. They gotta be an upstanding individual. To get that position like that, they have to be so right and spotless and blameless. But we don't understand that this system is corrupt.
Right.
We really don't understand how corrupt this system is. And but here in the I.S.U.P.K, we understand. We understand how corrupt the system is and how much power Kamala Harris had. And with her boasting in the power that she had like that, it goes to show you that she was unjustly charging people.
Right. And Salakia, after seeing what she just said out her own mouth, it goes to it makes you wonder how many innocent brothers and sisters got locked up, because she's sitting there admitting that she could lie on you and nothing will happen to her. She got the power to lie on you and get you locked up or be a major inconvenience to you just because of what power she got in her pen.
What power she got in her pen. And she said it's an immense amount of power. It's a lot of power. You understand? And that's what Kamala Harris is holding over the heads of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The power that she has to turn you into a criminal. You understand? And that's how America keeps blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's how they keep us oppressed, is they turn us into criminals, man. They criminalize us every chance they get. You understand? Go to Daniel 8:25 if you could. Daniel chapter 8 and verse 25. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you really have to learn. You really have to come into this truth under Commander Junior Yohana, and you really have to study and learn who is over top of us in this place, man. So you'll get the knowledge and you'll get the wisdom to learn how to move in this place. Because you have, if you don't learn how to move in this place with all these oppressors around you and with all of the power that these oppressors have, you'll become victim to a system that's unjust, man. That's unjust. Unjust to the core. Unjust down to its very operation, man, where Kamala Harris is boasting in the power that she has to turn you into a criminal, to put you in jail and lock you up and make you a scourge in your community, shame you in front of your family and your community, man. That's I mean, and with no remorse. These oppressors, they don't even feel bad when they lie and make us criminals, man. When they turn good people into criminals, they don't even feel bad about it. You understand?
Just a swipe of the pen.
With just a swipe of her pen, she said. With just a swipe of the pen. She can charge somebody with a misdemeanor, a low-level crime, or she can charge you, she can throw the book at you. If she boasting that she can charge you with a low-level crime, she's boasting that she can charge you with a high-level crime, man.
Yeah.
And get you locked up and inconvenience you.
Destroy your
and make
life.
you into a criminal and destroy your life. Right. Go ahead, read that Daniel 8 and 25.
Come. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy.
And what?
Also, and through his policy.
And through his policies, through the swiping of the pen, through the laws and his policies that he create. Go ahead.
And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
And when N.W.O, when I hear this scripture, I think of all the villains that you see in the movies when they being real crafty, and you know how they kind of rub their hands together like, oh, I'm gonna get them. They rub their hands together like I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something bad to them, undermine them, underhanded. I'm gonna do something real sneaky and conniving. And that's these policies here, man. These policies in America turn the very thing that black people do into crimes. What do black people love to do? They love to hang around each other and hang out in the street and hang out on the corner and talk to one another and kind of, congregate a little bit. And the so-called policy of loitering was created so that the police can charge you with a crime and you just doing nothing but standing around talking to your friends. That's what a loitering law is.
It's like,
go ahead.
Right. It's like about me in the state of North Carolina. I learned this as a young man in my teens. If it's a group of 4 men or young boys of African descent or African American descent, that's probable cause to pull them over. So if you in a car with, you can look this up. I challenge everybody to look this up. State of North Carolina. If you in a car with a group of 4 African American men or young men, they got the right to pull you over for probable cause. That's a policy that they create.
That's a policy. That's right, N.W.O. Right, brother. That is a policy that's written into the policy books here in America, that if a police officer see 4 or more young boys, young teenagers, or young black males together, that's probable cause for them to think that you're doing something criminal. You understand? And even probable cause in itself is a policy to criminalize black people.
Yeah.
You understand? Probable cause is another way to legally racially profile blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Exactly.
And which is clever, which is so crafty. It's so crafty in a way that the oppressor knew that racially profiling wouldn't sound right. It'll make it sound like the oppressor is so sneaky that he comes in sheep's clothing, but he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. So he makes it seem harmless. And to racially profile, that's harmless. That's harmful right in front of your face. But what he did was he turned that racial profiling into that policy of probable cause.
Wow.
You understand? How can, just by looking at somebody looks like they're a criminal? How do you look like a criminal?
It's a lot.
Go ahead.
It's like, if I may real quick, I might be jumping the gun, sir, but if I may, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we need to start racially profiling. Like as soon as
Right.
we see this joker that got a jacked up haircut, or Becky or whatever, we gotta hold on, stop, like alert, high alert, ring the alarm. As soon as we see one of them, but they from another nation, as soon as we see him, we should racially profile. Like nah, you're not welcome through here because they ain't got our best interests at all. It's a lot.
We should be able to have probable cause to separate. We should have probable cause to separate. That's how all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians should look at the oppressor, as we should have probable cause to separate from this oppressor because he's criminalizing us. So because animals are the Lord made animals very smart. You understand? We think animals are dumb, but it's in every animal's DNA to run away from the predator. You understand? Like there's animals that are in the middle of the food chain, meaning there's certain animals that eat other animals, but they can be eaten too. I'm gonna give you a prime example, and we'll close up the class. We'll have I.S.U.P.K read this scripture one more time, and we'll close up the class with this. A seal, I.S.U.P.K it would be in the middle of the food chain. You know why? Because seals eat fish, and guess what? Dolphins eat seals. Killer whales eat seals. You understand? A seal eats something, but a seal can also be eaten. So when fish see a certain seal, they scatter. However, when you see a group of seals together and they see dolphins, or they see the fish that can eat them, they scatter. So now I said all that to say that when there's nothing wrong with getting out of, getting away from and this is the scripture, I'm paraphrasing, stay away from the man with the power to kill.
Right.
You understand? That's in the scriptures. That's in the apocrypha, man. Stay away from the man that has the power to kill. And so since we're criminalized by the oppressor, we should stay away from him. You understand? Because he has the power to devour us and turn us into criminals, and with the swipe of a pen. Kamala Harris just said it. So now I.S.U.P.K will close out the class, read that scripture one more time, and we'll get the announcements in, all right?
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart.
Right. And that's what Kamala Harris just did. She was magnifying herself. You understand? Making herself powerful. She was saying that she had all this power. She was magnifying herself, just like the scripture says, man. And she was causing craft to she was real. She said she was real crafty. And with the stroke of her pen, she could turn you into a criminal, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You understand? And that's what she did all those years she was a DA. She turned us into criminals in order to get us locked up, in order to shame us in front of our communities, in order to inconvenience our lives, make us pay money to the government, make us pay money to the cities. You understand? And with that, we'll clap it up, man. I'm gonna read these announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General Yohana, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18 through 20, 18 and 21. Malachi 3 and 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashera, 10% of every penny of any increase that the Most High gives you, give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. Priest fund, which is a free will offering for priests, is not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Upcoming holy convocation is the memorial blowing of trumpets. It is the Salakia. It's the first day of the 7th month, and that's going to be Wednesday, October the 2nd at sundown. As that date approaches us, we'll be giving more information about that day. Again, the upcoming holy convocation is a memorial blowing of trumpets. It's the first day of the 7th month, and that's October the 2nd, Wednesday at sundown. All right. You can find you can find this memorial blowing the trumpets. You can find it in the scriptures. It's in Leviticus 20, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, they should start wearing all black, and that's black boots, pants, shirt, headband, and scarf. You understand? Also, too, if you're in the Charlotte area, you understand, join us for Sabbath service. Sabbath service every Saturday here at 1539 Northridge Avenue in Kannapolis. You understand? Come and join us for our Sabbath service where we go into the scriptures and we read the Hebrew, and you'll hear how the Hebrew sounds, hear how the ancient Hebrew is spoken, and here you understand, learn what's supposed to go on at a Sabbath service or at a service when it's the Lord's day. You understand? Not that Sunday morning bull jive that we go and hear that mumbo jumbo singing and dancing in the Christian church. You understand? It's the Sabbath service. So join us every Saturday at 9:30 here at the school for that. And with that, I Wapin Ya'akwadam. We'll close out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. All right. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shimka, Yahweh, Malakwithka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Ayah, Aisha, Aratazah, Kawah, Ayah, Ashamayim, Lathanawa, Lakar, Cow, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kapawafnawa, Katalaknawa, Kapawafyanawa, Wala'ah, Dabaya'anawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Awashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Lakar, Hamalakwath, Waha'ala, Wahataparath, Wa'iwalumium, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Saw Sister Yashad, you may be seated. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahbashim Yahshabakta.
Yahbashim Yahshabakata. Saw, turn, Amadium, sister. We'll give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahshma Tabashim Yahshab.
Yajimata, class dismissed. All right, shalom, Shalom, Israel.